Hey everybody, Mark Ellert here with Independent Living. This is something I want to talk to you about because it's something that's been actually very important to me. I've been living on my own now for 7 years, and I just signed my new lease. We're going on 8 years. It's something I'm very proud of. I want to share this with you because if I was able to actually obtain my independence, if I could become independent and as high functioning as I am and learn how to maintain that, I want you to know you can do it too. Like I said, I've been living on my own for 7 years. For those of you that don't know me, I'm somebody who lost my vision at the age of 19 because of a traumatic brain injury. September 12th, 2004, I went from total complete 20/20 vision to total complete blindness. Now going from 20/20 vision to total blindness wasn't easy, but also on top of it, having a traumatic brain injury that actually comes with brain damage, takes me longer time to process information, I'm not as quick on my toes. It really wasn't easy, especially because my brain injury was actually an attempted suicide. So there's also some guilt and some regret that came with it. I'm someone that struggled with my mental illness for my whole life. So now on top of my depression and anxiety, I also have post-traumatic stress disorder. And on top of this, I was diagnosed with occipital neuralgia. It's a chronic nerve pain condition. I also have carpal tunnel syndrome as well as tendonitis. But the reason I'm telling you this is despite these circumstances, I've been living on my own for 7 years and I just signed another lease. This is something I was able to achieve and you can do it too because I maintain it. When I first lost my vision, I was oblivious. With my brain damage and going from 20/20 vision to total blindness, all I wanted to scream was, I don't know. I basically didn't know how I was going to go about doing things. I just acted like it was the same. I basically tried to do everything the same way that I used to. That didn't work out for me. There was a lot of setbacks. It made me feel very helpless. I felt like my hands were tied and I just couldn't do things. It's because I didn't realize I had to learn how to do it a different way. But eventually with my track record of failing so bad and feeling that helpless, I accepted I needed to learn how to do things a different way. That's when I tapped into my resources. I found the Lake County Center for Independent Living. I found the Chicago Lighthouse, which is a rehabilitation school for the blind. Whether you have total vision loss or partial, or if you're preparing for it, they can show you the ropes and teach you a lot of things and a lot of resources. They can hook you up with a lot of information. Same thing with the Lake County Center for Independent Living. It's not just for visually impaired though. It's any kind of different ability. I'm still a huge consumer there. They help with a lot of information. When I was able to tap into these resources and find a way to do things differently, I was able to maintain that. First, somebody had to teach me how to do it, and learning something new, it took time. It was baby steps, baby, baby steps. But they would help walk me through it, help me get some hands-on. They would help let me take over, and they would just supervise and monitor. Eventually, before you know it, I'm doing it on my own. It became second nature, and I relearned how to do things and how to survive. And that's why I'm still living on my own, everybody. There's a lot of links I will share with you in the description. I have 2 different channels. One's about independent living, one's about adaptive technology. It's where I go into all of the details of the resources and the things I use around my apartment that help me stay so independent. It's because, I do all my own grocery shopping. I cook and prepare all of my own food. I do all the cleaning up after it. It's really nice, especially too that I have access to the internet and my smartphone and computer the same way a sighted person does. I have something called VoiceOver. It's a screen reading software, reads me everything out loud. And that's actually how I'm able to do this YouTube channel, everybody. That's how I'm able to use Instacart as well as Amazon. That's how I order my groceries online and have them delivered to me. That's basically how I do a lot of things. It's also nice that I can have my mail emailed to me. I go paperless, so I have all of my important things from government offices and certain institutions emailed, so I can access it and respond to when I need to. It's also nice the mail that I get mailed to me, my phone can read it to me out loud. I have a link I'll share with you how I do that. On my phone, I can also have an app called Be My Eyes that connects me to a sighted individual that can access my camera to give me information. There's lots of different ways to get the information I didn't have before. But now I have this information and I can maintain my independence. I have templates where I can write my rent checks. I have my utilities emailed to me. I can pay my bills online. Again, I have access to everything a sighted person does online. That's how I utilize a lot of things. It's nice I can manage my money online with my bank account. I can pay my bills. It's nice that I can do all of these same things a sighted person does. I just have to have the different way to do it, the right resources. And it's also nice too that when I'm living on my own, I told you that I have chronic pain conditions. I have a few circumstances. I repeatedly have to have surgery all the time. When I have surgery, there's certain things I can't do, but that's why I can still maintain my independence. Is because actually when I have surgery, last year I had carpal tunnel relief surgery. My right hand was unusable for about 2 weeks. At that point, my health insurance provided a caregiver in my apartment. I could still have my apartment and still live on my own. It was my house, my shots. I still was able to do what I wanted to, and I had assistance with the things I couldn't do being one-handed. So anybody out there that is high functioning and independent, but you have certain limitations, you can still have your independence. You can still have your own apartment and live on your own. You can have somebody help you with the things that you can't be able to do. There's all different types of things, everybody. And not only can I live on my own, I do the things that I enjoy. Like I said, with access to the internet, I actually operate and run this YouTube channel by myself. I'm able to record my videos, edit them, and post them myself. I have access to my social media. I have access to, like I said, Instacart, Amazon, anything that I want to do. I have access to all of that. It's also nice that I do the things I enjoy. I'm a musician. I play drums, I play guitar, as well as I'm a vocalist. I do stand-up comedy and entertainment. It's nice that I get out and enjoy and live. I'm high-functioning and independent. I also work a part-time job. My part-time job, it actually helps me have some peace of mind to feel accomplished and a part of something. My employer, Goodwill Great Lakes Naval Base, working at the Navy base, it's great to help the men and women in uniform. They understand my circumstance. I'm blind, but I can still do the job when I'm given accommodations. So because I can do the job with accommodations, there's no reason for them not to let me have that job. So I have a good employer that helps me with good things. I can have the things that I enjoy and the things that I want to. My transportation, that helps me get to and from my work. My transportation helps me get to and from the grocery store if and when I can't use my Instacart. Or hell, say if the blind man wants to go buy something for himself and he wants to try it on, you know? If I don't want to buy something on Amazon, maybe if I want to actually go to the store and try it on in person, I have transportation. I have different ways that I can be able to do anything and everything I want to, everybody. So that's why I'm sharing this. When I first lost my vision, it took some time. I didn't trust myself. It felt so different and so strange. It took time. But when I was able to tap into those resources and learn things, how to do it myself, I learned how to trust myself, and this is the way I do it. That's why also with my apartment, I have my independence. When my friends and family come over, I respectfully ask them, I tell them, hey guys, look, this is my apartment. I do things a different way. Remember, I'm blind. Please don't move my stuff around. Don't rearrange things. Remember, I'm blind. I trust and love myself. Before, when I first lost my vision, it was easy for me to let people convince me that they were better than me. Sighted people would see me do things a certain way. They're like, why are you doing like that? You're crazy. And they would stop me and interject and do it their way. And I would just give up and back off and like, okay, look, this person has their vision. They're right. I'm wrong. I would automatically just think that they're better than me or knew that they knew the better way, that they were just more capable. It's not that they're more capable. It's just that I didn't trust myself. I learned how to do things a different way, and I accepted this is who I am and this is how I do it. I trust and love myself. I do it differently. I respect myself. My friends and family respect that too. When they come over, I let them know this is my apartment. Please respect my space, and they're able to do that. So everyone, trust and love yourself. It's your space and your time. It's your independence. Don't let people compromise your independence. Don't let them convince you you're not right. You do things a different way because you're you. I love myself, everyone. I've been able to be very high functioning independent. I do things that I love. I do the things that I want to. I want you to know you can do the exact same thing. Find those resources and find a different way to do it, and you can. You'll be very high functioning and independent, just like myself. Mwah! But everybody, real quick, before I wrap this up, I want to give a big shout out to some friends. My man, Mike. Mike, you're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Mike and my buddy Carson. My buddy Cody and Bodie. My friends Emily and Danielle. There's some new kids that I've been having the honor to work with. This is some youth who's actually just on the verge of young adulthood, and they're tapping into their resources. They're acknowledging their resources, and they're actually finding their independence at an early way. I'm really happy for you guys to find the right track and the right path. You guys, I'm really proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You're doing an amazing journey, and you're on the great way to find and do great things with yourself. You're going to be very independent. I want you to know it because I know it. I'm really proud of you. I have a big honor to be able to work with all of you and meet you. And my friend Batsy, who I met here on YouTube recently, someone who also actually came from a background that wasn't as easy as everyone else, but they were able to overcome it. I'm really proud of you for your independence and how far you've come. Be so proud of how much you've grown and how much you learned about yourself, how much you're able to accomplish. Everybody, independent living. Thanks for tuning in today. Until next time, make good choices, trust yourself, and keep it sexy. I'll catch you on the flip side.